Hi, welcome to Smokin Toys. They said it couldn't be done. They said it shouldn't be done. Well, you know what? I did it! I bring to you pumpkin spiced pulled pork this week on Smokin Toys. Alright, for this recipe, it's very simple ingredients. We got our salt, we got our pepper, got our brown sugar, got our maple syrup, got my all new It's the Great Pumpkin Spice Rub, got a nice injectable back here with butter and cinnamon, and of course, can't do it without the pork. Alright, let's go ahead and dress this. First, we're going to throw salt and pepper on here. Make sure you get that nice and covered. Go back with our brown sugar, get that all over that pork. Rubbing it a little bit. Remember, we're going to make this nice and sweet today. Next, I always like to use honey, but today I'm using some maple syrup. It's actually from Canada. A good friend of mine, Doug, sent it to me from Canada. He does every year. Sends me a little bit of maple syrup. Him and his brother Bob, they work really hard all year on this, and luckily, just to their close friends, they send it out. So, thanks guys, I appreciate it. And we go back, hit it with that. It's the Great Pumpkin Spice that I just made recently. See if this tastes pretty good. I made it once, everybody liked it. Let's do it again, huh? So, turn it over. Just do the same thing on this side. Salt, pepper. Get your brown sugar. Get that in there. Listen it. Get real heavy with the maple. On this side, I'm going to make sure that this rub really sticks. Go back and hit that on there one more time. And there's something I like to do. So I take a little butter. I mix it with my It's the Great Pumpkin Spice, and I inject it. So that way, this pork is just going to be full of flavor. Now remember, we're going to have to wrap this in tin foil now. Let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour, up to 24 hours if we got the time. Let's go put it in the refrigerator. Alright, now we've had this in the refrigerator wrapped up for about 3 hours or so. So, oh man, it smells really good. So I'm about to throw it on the smoker, but first I'm going to spray it with my pumpkin ale. It's a brewer out of Fort Worth, Texas. I want to make sure I'm using a pumpkin beer with my pumpkin spice pulled pork. Get that on there. Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Let's go ahead and let that cook for about 5 hours. We'll come back in a little bit, check on it, make sure we don't need to throw some coals on there. How about we go look at some toys? How about we do that, huh? Man, I cannot wait to show you this today. Garbage Pail Kids, baby. Man, look at that. Still to today, they are still coming out. Nice. Oh, look at that. Getting off that 80s nostalgia. Doing some 80s horror in there. Oh, I love it. We haven't seen 1985 Series 1. Oh, baby. Full set. I have the whole set. Series 1 to 10. This right here, this is the money baby. Right here, Nasty Nick. Oh, you can't get enough of these. Adam Bomb, is that not the most recognizable of all Garbage Pail Kids? You see an Adam Bomb off in the field. Bam! That must be a damn Garbage Pail Kid. Adam Bomb. But every single one of these, just so many memories. You find a name for everybody in here. You find your buddies. And then that day when you find yourself, oh, Junkie Jeff, #1 Garbage Pail Kid of all time. I'm telling you right there, baby. Woo! All right, so your pork is done at 185 if you want to slice it. But we're going to be pulling this bad boy, so we want it to be about 202, 205. So let's check it out. Let's see how it is. 195, it's looking good. 204, man, we are done. So, we're gonna pull this off the smoker, bring that over to our prep table, and man, it smells sweet. You know, we gotta wait about 10 minutes before we start to pull this baby, so let's go in and check out the toys, all right? Let's go. Now, you know, these bring back a lot of nostalgia. What the kids wanted back in the day, man, we wanted these cards. We had toys. We had G.I. Joe and He-Man and Star Wars, but man, these cards were what all the other kids that didn't play basketball and football, and we didn't collect baseball cards. These came out, and man, Garbage Pail Kids. And I remember just every kid wanted it. Every little boy loved Garbage Pail Kids. They would save up their money, go spend that quarter, buy the pack, and they'd bring them home, and you know what? Every single parent wanted them gone. We tried to get these things banned. Couldn't get them in the store for a while. And you know what? My dad, though, he went out and he got every single Garbage Pail Kid available. He bought them up, come home, we'd open up the packs, we'd build the puzzles, give out the diplomas, and you know, miraculously sometimes I'd come home and I knew we had opened the packs up, the packs would be resealed. I'd go, hey, sell these at school tomorrow to those kids. Sell them 2 for 25 cents. Little did I know that sometimes there was 5 of the same card in that pack. My dad. But I believe he collected these just so one day he could just give them to me. And I'll tell you what, though, they're never going anywhere. They'll be with me forever. So we've had this thing resting for about 15 minutes now, so it's time to pull this pork, rip it up, and get... Wait a second. This bad boy was signed by Freddie himself, Robert England. I can't use this. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Oh, that's better. Snickety snick. So, got to remove this bone here. Let's get that out of there. Oh, look at that. Ooh. My dog Crowley is going to eat good tonight. Oh. Set that bone aside. Let me just pull it. See now, I cook this pulled pork in its juices all day. No sauce needed at all. So, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna pull this pork here for a couple minutes. See if we get this plate going. I'm hungry. You guys hungry out there? Can you smell that pumpkin spice? All right, everybody, thank you for joining me this week on Smokin Toys. I had such a good time hanging out with my 80s horror icons, making some tasty food. I cannot wait to try one of these smoked devil's eggs. I didn't show you how to make the devil's eggs, did I? Was it a dream? Easy recipe for these smoked devil's eggs. You take a 1/4 cup of Miracle Whip. Make sure you use Miracle Whip. A squirt of honey mustard, and about 2-3 tablespoons of diced green chilies. Take that. If you want that nice effect like a dragon's egg there, just throw a little food coloring in. A little dash of red pepper flakes. A little dash of Hungarian sweet paprika. Smoked deviled eggs. Oh God, they're good. And I had a blast this episode. I hope you had a blast watching. You know, the next episode I'm thinking about frying a turkey Cajun style. And if you missed our last episode, check it out, it's right up here. So remember, man, go out there, grill some meat, smoke some meat, fry some meat. Stay smoking.